Hey guys, Ashlain here, Clash with Ash, episode 54, Road to the World Top 200. And here we go. I have not made a ton of progress, 35-67 cups right now, and as you can see, 52 attacks won, 10 defensives won, so I'm pretty happy about that. So that's where I've gained most of my ground here in the last week. Max Anderson and Jay say hi to YouTube, and let's take a look at what happened here. Now, I'm ashamed to admit that I had my first fail, and here it is. So let's start out by watching this fail replay here. So I did quite a number of things wrong. Now, it's not an excuse, but it's clearly an excuse, but I attacked at work, and I really did a poor job at evaluating this base. So let's pause. I went in from the northeast. I really should have went in from the southeast, looking back on things, and mainly because I wasn't ready, didn't have the troops ready to engage that clan castle right off the bat. I didn't have the not the troops ready, rather the spells ready to take care of that dispose of that clan castle. Rather, I had the two rages instead of the lightning spell on this early engage, and you can see that will come back to bite me pretty soon. So everything's going all right so far. I dropped that rage too far back. I should have dropped the rage right on the jump spell, but I dropped it a little bit too far back. So things get really crazy as I go to the center here. Like I said, I don't have that lightning spell, and there's a witch in the clan castle, so he doesn't get frozen. So the witch is just going to continue to make those skeletons with the archer queen backing him up. So I should have went from the south, either the west or southeast, so I could have engaged the Archer Queen right off the bat, or I could have just went after the single Inferno, not having to deal with both of them at the same time, engaging that center quadrant. So unfortunately, the Archer Queen dies, and all my troops are dead, with a measly 29%. So a terrible loss. My first one of the push here back to World Top 200. So it's going to be a slow-moving push, as you can see, because one loss does set you back quite a bit. Now, over 3,500 trophies, you rarely see too many offerings that are more than 10 or so cups, and that's even after like 5 or 10 skips, 5, 10, maybe 20 or 30, depending on the time of day. So let's take a look at this defensive win I have here, guys. It's a little bit of an unorthodox army here. He has 2 golems and 8 giants. So he makes the holes beforehand, which is fine, and he's going to go ahead and he's going to try to make that center hole, and he's not going to be successful in it. So let's just take a look and see what happens next. So he tries and tries again to get those center wall breakers through. They're just not breaking through. Now here's the strange thing. His golem and his troops go down really fast, engaging both my heroes, and his giants are the only meat shield coming in from the due east portion of the base. So he drops that jump and that freeze spell a little early on the freeze, but he kind of had to. And then look at his queen there. Just zoomed in. The queen going attacking a wall, as the queen is apt to do. So as you can see, his troops are pretty quickly distinguished in the center of the town hall base. Now I can't talk too much smack about this attack, as I have shown my fail before this, and he has low-level heroes, and his queen he can obviously frustrate with his queen, and she's targeted by the Expo. She's going to go down soon, so he just quits the battle right there. So at least he had 42. I only had 29, so that was a pretty pathetic loss on my part. But as you can see, so let's go see I want to show you somebody 2-starring my base from this current war. Unfortunately, we're losing against a little bit of an overmatched opponent, Punisher Elite. I think there might be a Mexican clan. So let's look at Top Zika's attack on me here. Now he's using. Let's look at his troop composition. He's actually using 3 golems. He has 1 in the clan castle, 4 witches, 1 P.E.K.K.A., 17 wizards, 11 wall breakers, and 7 archers. So I did have the hound. He draws out the clan castle with a hog, and he's going to bring that hound all the way to the due east side. Now he doesn't have to worry too much about the hound. The good thing about the hound on defense is that it distracts all your ground units, and takes up a lot of hit points. And the lava pups are very good at killing wizards and DPS units. The bad thing is, they don't do much damage, obviously, so that's not the point of the Hound in the clan castle. It's point to be a bit of a distraction while the defenses take them out. Now, the best thing to do, as he did, if you have a Hound in a lured clan castle, is to just drop the Golem first and then kind of ignore it, because it's not going to attack your DPS units, so there's no need to drop a rage or use any special abilities. Just kind of ignore it, because it's not going to really do a lot of damage to you, so that's definitely the downfall. Now, even with that freeze spell a little bit misplaced, he missed the Inferno, he's still going to be able to 2-star me here, as his heroes slowly make their way. He used the Barbarian King ability, and he's going to go down, but luckily he has his Queen up still, and he has a lot of Witches and Wizards still up, so things are looking pretty good right now. And I'm embarrassed to say I am going to be 2-starred. You feel like you're letting your team down even when somebody 2-stars your base, or 3-stars depending on what level clan wars you're having. But it happens, and this was definitely a really nice attack by Top Zika, and he had another really good attack as well. So he's definitely knows what he's doing with these GoWiWi with that 1 P.E.K.K.A. formations. In fact, I might copy this formation myself and try to use it, because, hey, if you can't beat them, join them, right? So I might switch to that composition during my push just for a little bit, and go ahead and see if I can't make that work for me, especially since I have the Dark Elixir to burn. So I'll show you my most recent 2-star attack. This was closer than it should have been. I've been using the 2 Rages versus the Lightning, which I used to carry, just because oftentimes I find when pushing, not during clan wars so much, but when pushing, it's oftentimes just better to rage troops to take care of the clan castle rather than use the lightning spell. But I might actually go back to changing that, because this is another. So on this army, I'm using, like I said, a witch-heavy army rather than P.E.K.K.A.s, just because I don't have the use for the Dark Elixir with my maxed out heroes, but I do have the use for the Elixir, and I am running low right now. So I'm going to draw the heroes into the center there. Things get a little choppy here. Now, I know most of my troops are out of range of that second Inferno until right about now, so I dropped that Rage. Pretty good timing on the Rage. There's quite a lot of troops left, but they're not going to get to the Inferno quite in time, so all those troops right in the middle are going to get zapped. So now all I have is my heroes up in that middle, as well as a couple Witches down towards the very south, hiding behind that Golem. So the Archer Queen is going to timely get that last Tesla down, and I'll have this cleanup crew of archers do some work around the southern exterior of the base. So things are going all right here. That giant bomb takes out a few of my archers, but I'll take down the barracks, takes down the elixir, and I'll get the 2 stars. Not bad. I think it was a 10-cup victory, so I'll definitely take it. I'm basically skipping till I find any base offering more than, around 14 to 16 is the lowest I'll accept, so I got to be very patient when pushing, as always, no matter what your trophy level is. So I'm going to continue. As you can see, like I told you before, I tend to leave the skulls in the gravestones up in my base and don't clear them. It kind of distracts attackers sometimes, and they don't know exactly where to attack from, or they're more apt to attack during that area, thinking the traps might be cleared. So that's just a little tactic I use. It might not work on everybody, but sometimes to unexperienced attackers it might work. So thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll come at you soon with another Top 200 video. Thank you.